We invented cars. Does that mean there's no value in teaching our kids how to walk? We invented calculators. Does that mean there's no value in learning arithmetic? And recently, we've invented generative AI that can write for us and paint for us, compose music for us, or do anything creative for us that we want at the click of a button. Right now, as we've seen, it's doing a pretty acceptable job at it. Soon, it will be doing it better than us. Does that mean that there's no value in learning art anyway? My peers and I are getting close to college application season. We're all familiar with this. And the million-dollar question that everybody always wants to ask is, are you going into STEM or the humanities? And I think we all know which is the more acceptable answer to this question nowadays. Funding for arts education is in decline. And with every budget cut, schools choose to support the sciences. The stigmatization of art for being a frivolous activity that steals time from scientific pursuits leads students to stifle their creative instincts and, even more importantly, key cognitive functions. Art is important for rationality, problem solving, learning, imagination, empathy, the precursors to effective scientific innovation and participation in society. While artistic cognition remains an elusive topic within neuropsychology, there are theories related to the emergence of art among humans. Notably, art appears to have developed alongside language, which suggests a connection between the two. Art is inherently communicative of the human experience, right? In the same way that language is communicative of the human experience. Art is also unique to our species. There are many animals that innovate. Some even use tools, but only humans create art for its own sake. For a long time, research has been trying to pinpoint the brain regions and neural pathways responsible for governing our artistic propensities. And by and large, older studies demonstrate that artists don't lose their creative talent even after extensive brain damage from tumors or neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. This is very interesting because it suggests that creativity is a generalized, redundant function of the human brain that's not limited to a specific brain region or neural network. In other words, being right-brained or left-brained is a myth. Nobody has a dominant hemisphere, and creativity is managed by nearly all parts of the brain. Art is emotional and communicative. It pulls from your memories and your aspirations for the future. It causes you to focus and be present. So it's engaging most of your mind. All of these different parts of your brain are lining up together to produce this experience. Newer functional MRI studies have demonstrated correlations between localized white matter and specific art activities, especially in the right prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for executive decision-making, and the amygdala, which is responsible for emotional processing. What this means is that doing art consistently improves your ability to solve problems. Doing art consistently improves your ability to manage your emotions. While it is true to some extent that some humans are more disposed to creative endeavors than others, practicing art, regardless of how good or bad you think you are at it, will nevertheless strengthen the connections between and among these different neural networks of your brain. With this in mind, it's crucial that we validate student art from a young age. Children and adolescents, while their brains are still developing, while their brains are still neuroplastic, should be encouraged to express their experiences through art so that these networks can solidify into robust and flexible minds for the future. Doing these things is like training a muscle, but for empathy and outside-the-box thinking. Generative AI, stable diffusion, large language models, ChatGPT, Zara, these things are tools, right? They're about productivity. These things are about optimizing time, money, and manpower on a large scale. But when humans learn creativity in art, it's not to be productive. Art is very time and effort consuming. It's what makes the activity special. In a fast world, it forces us to slow down. In an unpredictable world, it enables us to imagine the path forward. Is it about the end result? Or is it about continuing the legacy of humanity as a collective? Creating meaning and beauty for its own sake is the most human of everything we do. Art is what makes humanity special. And humanity is what makes art special in the face of artificial intelligence and the human mind itself being rendered obsolete. Let's embrace this aspect of our uniqueness. As a society, let's reinstill the importance of artistic pursuits just for fun. Let's create art whenever we can. Let us value it. And for upcoming generations facing an uncertain technological future, let's teach it. STEM is important in our education system. But art is its equal. Thank you.